I think everybody should have good penmanship. I used to say it's a lost art, but it's not really an art. I'm just talking about basic communication skills. Um, and and this could go different directions with me when it comes to like writing because I'm really big on spelling and grammar and stuff. Whenever I got out of college, I was really picky about grammar. Um, I took several grammar classes. I'm an English major. I'm big on that, and it was really annoying. And I think it isolated me from some people. They didn't want to hang around with me because I would pick apart what they say because it was grammar and get good grammar. Blah, blah, blah. I'd yammer, and I'm still, I really like grammar, but I don't focus on it. That's not important. And this vlog is not about grammar. This vlog is about basic communication skills. And the reason why I'm doing it today, I had this dream last night. That it's kind of a nightmare for a writing guy, really, actually. But not a typical nightmare. No guns, no zombies, no running, no falling, none of that. No, it was about writing. See, I was in the committee for reviewing people for the internship, which that might not make a lot of sense to people, but there are written applications, written essays, that kind of thing. People write stuff, and we had a pile of papers, and we were sorting them. Billy and Susie, and we were different people. We were sorting in different piles. I started looking at. I read one. It was a dream, so I don't know how long it took, but it took me a long time to get through like 2 lines. Because I was just reading it, I was like, I couldn't follow it. It was hard to read. I had to reread because I couldn't tell what the loopy. It reminded me of a 7th grade girl back whenever I was in school. It was a cursive. Every letter is kind of got a curve. You're like S S S S S A. So you had to figure out what it was. It's crazy stuff. But the first thing I looked at one of my fellow readers, I guess I don't know who this lady was, but I said, the first class for the internship needs to be penmanship, and the second class needs to be spelling. Ba-dum-bum-psh, and I woke up. But I woke up I was like, man, that's crazy. Where the girls were born, where we moved from in Kansas, their 3rd grade class, part of the curriculum was handwriting, writing in cursive in 3rd grade. And that was good. My oldest daughter learned how to do cursive letters and stuff. We moved before the other 2 girls got into that, and here it wasn't a requirement. They didn't practice. Like in 3rd grade, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she learned a couple letters. She could probably write her last name in cursive, maybe. But see, that's not really even the real crux. I'm not really big on cursive writing either. I just want written communication. I think you need to be able to write something or print something, or the lettering needs to be legible. When you look at something that a 25-year-old guy writes and it looks like a 3rd grader wrote it, I'm like, there's a problem. There's a problem there. And I'm not so particular about the way you write it. Up and then around. And, for B's, 1 up, 1 around. Whatever. As long as it looks like a B. My cousin was into something because her 1st grader was marked wrong on a homework assignment because she wrote it wrong. She didn't get the wrong answer, she wrote it wrong. And see, I've got mixed feelings about that, because if the point of the homework assignment is writing, like if there is a certain way, I think that kids should follow directions. If the teacher says up and around, then they should do it a certain way. But when that's not the focus of the homework assignment. Focus is getting the right answer. If you get the right answer, you shouldn't be marked wrong for how it's written. Maybe the teacher can say, "It was hard to read. I'm sorry. It's hard to read. Next time, try to make it cleaner or something." Something. But if that's not the focus, if that's not the point of the homework assignment, the actual letters, the writing letters, I don't think it gets to be marked wrong. That said, in first grade or kindergarten, or whenever you're really young and you're learning your letters, you're learning your alphabet. You should learn how to write them, and you should learn how to write them well. Because when you grow up, if you write like crap, people like me are gonna be really annoyed. But I think also you won't get a job if you're filling out a written application for a job and your P is backwards and you squiggle letter. If it's not legible, when you answer the questions, you're not going to get the call back. I mean, now if you do a verbal application, maybe you'll get a job. But if you do a written application, the chances of getting a job are really slim. And when you've got to know you've got to know how to write. You've got to be legible. You've got to be clear. Can't be sloppy. I guess that's one of my pet peeves. Not being able to read. Yeah, written communication is such a big deal to me. It really is.